still, the way you're talking, man, I have the comments up, but when I open the comments up, I guarantee you the men are losing their mind because you're talking about, well, if the children are old enough to choose, how about the grown-ups make a decision?
Hello guys, welcome to the channel once again. We are reacting to yet another epic Kevin Samuels video. Looking at his dress code, I think he's ready to debunk any wrong narrative that comes his way. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Enjoy.
Hello.
Hey, what should a man be?
Hold on. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay. Are you single or are you married?
I'm married.
All right. Any children?
4.
Go ahead.
It depends. Everyone has the right to ask, male or female, has the right to ask for certain things, whether it's a short, tall, fit, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I think that if a man does like a woman and she happens to have children, he has to realize that it's a package deal. I guess she might have everything. The woman might have everything the man is looking for, but she just has a kid. And if he's not willing to accept that.
So, do you pay attention to anything going on in the news, in the world?
I do.
Then saying that men should be able to, what you basically said, if what you were saying is true, why do men get shamed for simply asking, what do you bring to the table? If everyone has the ability to, if everyone has the ability to ask for anything, it's no big deal.
That's true. I mean, I think that a lot of the mentality of people nowadays is warped anyway. Social media and everything.
Okay, but then...
I mean, and a woman can expect a man to take care of herself.
You can't overtalk.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Have you been drinking?
No. I'm nervous. I don't know. I'm nervous.
But one thing you just can't overtalk, man. I think it's kind of rude as a woman when a man is talking, you just start yelling.
I wasn't yelling, but okay.
Anybody can go back and listen to what she just did. If you got to try to get your light ass voice over my voice, you don't do that without yelling.
Okay.
So, you're currently married.
Yeah.
If a man, why is it a package deal? Why must a man accept that?
If the man likes a certain woman and that woman has a child, he has to realize that it is a package deal.
He doesn't have to do that.
If he decides that he wants to pursue her and he
No, because I'm going to ask you a question. Why do women feel like because they aren't married that the children belong to them?
What do you mean?
Meaning that and if the world was in the right method, you wouldn't be a package deal, because if you weren't with the father, you'd leave and he'd have his kids. So that's the way it used to be. That's the way it used to be. Yeah. If a woman decided she wanted to divorce or leave or not be around, she could carry her natural butt on him if she wanted, but the kids stayed with the father. Those were hymns. But see, today you ladies act as though the children you have are yours, and though that you should be able to visit them on another man and make that non-biological, non-DNA tied man to tie him to another man's children. See, the way it's supposed to work is if you want to leave your family, you show up on another man's life, however it works, empty-handed. Then there are no package deals.
Here is one of the first narratives that Kevin Samuel is trying to debunk. This modern woman in particular is trying to front a narrative that is wrong. She thinks that every woman that leaves a marriage is supposed to live with the children. And this is something Kevin Samuel is trying to fight. She thinks that a new man she gets is supposed to take care of her and the children from her ex. And this is something Kevin Samuels, again, is trying to come out to fight aggressively. She reminds of our past, where our forefathers took care of the children once a woman left. In fact, Kevin Samuel comes out and says that once you have a man and you decide to leave the children with the man. Go your way, find a new life. Once you find a man, the new man you find shouldn't take care of the children that she didn't participate in bringing up. A case in point, this practice of women going with the children has led to very many single mothers. Kevin Samuel goes ahead and brings out the facts and the metrics, the facts, the numbers, by reminding the women that men are high earners, women are low earners. He goes on to say that an average man earns about 42,000, while an average woman earns an average of 23 or 28,000, meaning a woman doesn't have the resources. A woman doesn't have a Meaning the woman doesn't have the resources to take care of the children she has gone away with. Yet the man has a fair figure that can help take care of the children. And this is something this woman is not understanding by having sentimental feelings in everything that Kevin Samuel is saying. What do you think?
Well, I will say first that if a female decides to leave her boyfriend, husband, whatever, that there's most likely a reason.
No,
And
no, 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 no. Not
well,
over here.
in
No, no,
my
no, no, no. We don't over here. We deal in the men's side. You ladies leave because you're not happy because the wind changes. Sorry, ma'am. Irreconcilable differences is a bullshit ass way for women to just get out of relationships because they're not happy. And whatever reason you leave, you should be able to leave, but you should not leave with the kids. See, prior to the 1940s marriage laws, women could go ahead and leave, but they left with exactly what they came with, and that's the way it should be.
why
Yes. Why? Because men earn more than you do. Men statistically are better parents for the children if you have to choose a male or a female. See, the facts are in. The data's really clear. It
no,
always has been. Okay, if you have a, how many women with multiple children, what's the percentage of a woman that has more than two children? What's the percentage chance that the second child is by another man?
a high probably a high percent,
Between 0 to 100, what would you give it?
about a 90%.
It's
No,
about 70. So that's the point that women who are not married and have more than one child likely go out and get another man. See, you don't make good mating decisions. Whereas 54% of black men are single and childless. We make better decisions. When men are in relationships, men file divorce at a roughly 10 to 20% rate when the divorce happens. Women file a divorce at about a 90 to 80 to 90% rate. Like it or not, man, facts are stubborn things. Don't believe me. Go do the research yourself. So when a home is wrecked because of a divorce, it's a woman who's wrecking her home.
I don't agree with that.
I don't care if you agree, the facts are clear. And you always, and the thing is, women like yourself always want to give women the benefit of the doubt that if a woman left, it must be for a good reason. Let's play it your way.
Mhm.
Let's play it your way. What's a good reason to leave?
Um, the husband or the boyfriend is not
Now we're talking marriage.
okay, and that he's not doing what he should be doing, or
Meaning what?
showing her he is not. It's unequal, meaning
What
one.
is a good reason to to dissolve your covenant with God and your vow?
All right, one case abuse. That would be a reason to leave.
Now, how do we verify this abuse happened?
I mean, there's some females who are quiet. They don't involve the police, so
No, then if that's the case, we can't verify it happened.
so
But
that means.
not a good reason. No, ma'am. See, that's over here. We
Mhm.
don't just let you ladies talk. I'm asking, what are some good reasons to dissolve your marital vow, dissolve your covenant with God, and you need to have better than just something happen. I'm just asking you to substantiate. You can have your opinion, stand on it, prove it. You say
Right.
abuse, and I'm asking, what proof do we have? And you said, well, some places we don't. Then the places you don't have proof aren't a good reason.
I mean,
So what else?
I can't give a reason why someone would leave. I know that.
Well, but you just said, but man, but then you
I
just
mean, yes,
contradicted,
abuse,
man. You
things
just
like that.
contradicted verse
Some
out, man. The
people don't
reason we even no,
love
man,
things.
okay. Due respect, the reason we even here is you said if a woman leaves,
Hmm.
it's usually for a
But
good reason,
yes,
and you just contradicted yourself.
I can speak for
I
myself.
can't give a good reason why they leave, but they do. So what?
I mean, I did say abuse, but you're saying, what if it is it verifiable? Some women do not go
Yeah,
for
if it
abuse.
really happened, if it really happened,
So that
if it
means
really
both
happened, if it,
fine.
listen, man, pay attention. If it really happened to the level or to the seriousness that we're talking about, then there
Mhm.
should be a police report, history. There needs to be some. There needs to be some. Or do we just believe what a woman says?
No, and nor would you believe what a man says.
Right. You need some what?
Proof. I mean,
Thank you. And
family can
how do we get
be
how
proof.
do we get that proof?
I mean, family can be a proof.
No,
They
man.
have,
No, man.
have
Unless the family,
observed.
excuse me, man. Unless the family witnessed it.
That's what I'm saying. They could have
Okay,
observed.
man. But okay. But that's not how life happens. That means somebody has to physically be there when the alleged abuse happens. You're talking about more likely that they came after and some story was told because they don't live there.
All right. Can we define abuse?
You said abuse, man.
Can it be more than physical? It can also be mentally, right? Mental abuse. A person
We
can
still
be
need proof.
mentally
We
abused.
need proof.
How
You're
can you
breaking
prove
it.
mental
Okay, well, okay,
abuse?
man. Okay, see, and that's the case, and this is why I love these discussions. I believe we should have to have more than just a woman's allegation, a man's allegation, to wreck a family, break up a family, separate a household, and do all this stuff because it has such consequences. There should be a thing called no fault divorce should go away. I'm not saying you should not be able to get a divorce. You just need to be able to
A good,
prove what's going on.
Kevin Samuel is here yet to debunk another wrong narrative that is being fronted by this modern woman. Kevin Samuel goes ahead to ask this modern woman to give out or single out one good reason why a woman should divorce. To single out one good reason why a woman should file for divorce and leave her marriage of 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or even 20 years. And she goes ahead to say that her best pick is abuse. And in fact, most women today that have filed for divorce have given abuse as their core reason why they are filing for divorce. Trust me, with no unlimited evidence to that, they leave a husband they have had for more than 5 years with little or no evidence. After a good interrogation by Kevin Samuel, if you realize by the way, she goes ahead to defend her answer by saying emotional abuse. She left the abuse part of it and then she started siding with the emotional abuse. Guys, if you look critically well, if you listen critically well to this modern woman, you can really tell that she doesn't have the core points. She doesn't have a good reason why a woman should divorce. In fact, most women today are leaving their husbands because maybe they have no job, maybe they feel the husband is not giving them enough money, the husband is not buying for them gifts. They have poor reasons why they are filing for divorce. And it's one of the core reasons that is eating up the black African families today in America.
Because I'm asking you, and you're like, well, damn, he's right. And you don't want to say that I'm right because you know I'm right.
I mean, mental abuse you can't prove, but I mean, you can't prove mental abuse. But I mean,
Just like, you mean the stuff that happens to men at a very high rate, but they can't prove it?
I'm sure they get there's
Right.
mental
So, man, okay,
too.
no, you can't prove it. If you can't prove it one way, you can't prove it the other
There
way.
is though,
So,
and
thank
mental
you.
children
No,
are
ma'am, you can't
children,
prove it one way, you can't prove it the other way. So,
right?
abuse. All I'm saying is, if you want to say abuse, fine. Where's the police reports? Where's the documentation?
Well, aside from that, there will. I mean, the person doesn't feel like they're being treated the way they want to be treated. I mean, there's many reasons why
So,
somebody will leave.
okay, because somebody's feelings change.
Hmm.
So that's a reason to. Where is that written into the vows that we take?
It's not, and I
But,
personally
excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Do words mean things?
word exact yes
For better, for worse,
for
richer, for poor, in sickness and health, to death do us part. It doesn't say your feelings change, something happens. See, you can't substantiate why most women are leaving. And here's the thing. Let's just play it this way. How about this? How about I meet you halfway? If a woman in this case cannot prove, she leaves the kids.
There you
Why do
go.
y'all
Kevin
think y'all
Samuel
get the
just
kids
hinted out
automatically?
with
What makes you?
something. And
And
look at
don't
her
tell me
face.
because you carry
Look
it.
at her
That's a
face, really.
bullshit ass
Look
reason.
at her
no.
face.
I mean,
Look at her
I've had this
face.
this discussion
Just listen
before,
to her
and I
reaction to
feel
that
that
now.
women. I mean, I've heard of some women who don't mind leaving their children, but and I mean, I feel that females would take their children because they feel that they can better
Mm-hmm.
raise their children.
Okay.
I
All
mean, they're
right.
their
Well,
mother.
let's test that theory then. Let's test that theory. Prior to 1965, we had an 80% marriage rate in the black community.
Hmm.
We had a community, we had families, we had black businesses, we had structure. Now, 8 out of 10 black children are in single parent homes led by women. Is the black community better today than it was? Is the better functional output? So, by the proof of who's raising the children in a single parent environment, it shows that women are not doing a good job.
I
No,
mean, that's
no,
there's
no, 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 and not done. So if we have had over almost 60 years of women leading homes, and we got the proof to show it's not working, don't you think it's time to try something different? If the woman's not going to stay, you've already had your shot, and the black community is what it is. Do fathers have equal rights to their children?
they should, but in reality, some women don't give them the equal rights. I mean, I'm like a unicorn, so a lot of the stuff that
No, no. What do you mean women don't give them the equal rights?
meaning it's a lot of women will use their children as for leverage. Like
Then
if they
what makes
have,
them such? Then why are you defending them being single parents?
I mean, I'm not defending them, but they become single parents for
No,
what?
ma'am, you are. You're saying that if a kid is going to be with one man or the other, it should be with the mother because the mother is the better parent. And there's nothing you're saying that makes her better.
I mean, if the mother is right, you know the mother don't have nothing that provides for.
I don't care about the exceptions. I care about the norm.
What is the norm nowadays? What is
If you
the
call yourself a unicorn, and I guess you consider yourself to be exceptional.
yes, I do.
Well, back before the 60s, that was the norm.
But nowadays, is it like that in reality? Like,
And why isn't it?
because females are just different. They are.
Exactly. So if they decide to wreck their homes because they are different, they should go on without the kid. See, here's the thing. What you ladies do not want to seem to understand is you do not own a child.
No, you don't.
So, and we have had a system to where we give women preferential treatment because she's female, not for the best outcome of the child. But here's the thing, we have over 50 years of data to determine statistically probabilities what are the best likely outcomes for the child.
Hmm.
And even through all that, as a woman who calls herself a unicorn, you still are siding for women over men.
because I'm a mother and I know
Do you have
I
any sons?
agree
Do you
that
have any sons?
I do have two sons and two
Okay,
daughters.
so if your sons were in the position I'm talking about, you want the child to go with their baby mama. Because what?
No, I would not want that.
Oh, okay.
But
So damn, no, but if you've got sons, why don't you ladies advocate for your sons like you advocate for the women?
that's a good question. I mean, I would, depending
No,
on
you're not. No, you're
if
not.
the woman is
Woman,
a good
ma'am, you
woman.
got four kids,
I
and
do.
you're talking like you got four daughters.
No,
The
if
very
my
thing I'm talking about represents two of your children.
okay, I will say that if God forbid that ever was to be a reality, I would if based
How old are your sons?
they're young. There's 5 and 3.
What is the percentage chance that your sons will marry a woman, a black woman?
Hopefully a high percentage, but
What's the
well,
marital rate in the black community right now?
I don't know.
What do you
I
think it
actually
is? What do you think it is?
I know it's low
What
because
do
a
you
lot
think it is?
30, 40%
Right. And is it going up or is it going
it's
down?
going down. You can see
So
that.
if it's going down, by the time your boys are marrying age and the baby boomers and Generation X are out of the equation, what are the chances? So it's likely low that they'll get married anyway. And then, how long does the typical black marriage last? How many years?
I mean, if I had to guess
Uh-huh.
between maybe I'm giving too many years, maybe 5 to 10 years.
5. And when a divorce is filed in one of these black marriages, what percentage of the time is a man filing the divorce?
30% of the time, 20, 40% of the time.
20.
Wow.
10 to 20. So if you have a marital rate around 30%,
Hmm.
and of those, so that means 7 out of 10 won't get married. You had a 30% marital rate. Your two sons are in this group. And if they do get fortunate enough to get married, they got a chance of having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 year marriage. And if they'll start looking down the barrel of a divorce, not 8 to 9 times out of 10, it's not your son that will be filing. Uh, what does that show? What does that show the problem is on the boy side or the girl side?
The females.
And if that's the case, why should the children go with the females of that situation? No, ma'am. You're making don't be honest. Your
I,
sons, if
honest,
that's the case, don't give me the accidental. Well, it could. In the norm, in the norm, in the average, should the children be going with the women who are leaving their families, or should they be going with the men who are staying?
if the children are able to choose who they want to
No,
stay
no, no,
with.
no, 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 no.
I
And this
mean,
is why, and this is what I need you guys to understand. Even your black men, even your mothers are against you. This is a woman who has
that's-
two black sons. Yes, ma'am. You're still the way you're talking, ma'am. I have the comments up, but when I open the comments up, I guarantee you the men are losing their mind because you're talking about, well, if the children are old enough to choose, how about the grown-ups make a decision? How about the society makes a decision based upon what we can verify and see? What would be the better potential outcome? We've already got 50 years of single mother-led households.
right.
The boys aren't leaving. So if a woman wants to leave her marriage, we know what likely happens when a mother leaves the house. Why not let the children go with the boy?
I mean, this it's like a I
They
don't know.
can't do it. And that's what I need you guys to understand. In the black community, the sisterhood code is so strong, it even overrides their biological imperative to their own boys. Man, people see you struggling people see you struggling to not hold women accountable, even when we're talking hypothetically about your own sons.
I mean, because it's so wide, the different
Why do you mean it so what?
the differences.
What do you
It,
mean the differences?
because a female can actually, nowadays women are doing well for themselves, and they
Ma'am, I judge how well, I judge the product, I judge women by the outcome, and the children of the outcome. Are today's children better off than the children were 50 years ago? Boys, on the average in the black community, are reading at a fourth grade level. Who's raising them?
their mothers.
Then they're failing. What are you saying they're doing good because they have a job?
No, but we also took what. So we're talking about the
We
black,
judge, okay, man,
right? That's
judge the parenting on the children. Black children are at the bottom. Black boys are reading at a fourth grade level. They're dropping out at record levels. They're
but
detaching. Ma'am, whether you like it or not, these are very, you don't have to believe me. I challenge you to look it up yourself. Go look up the stats on black boys. And 80% of all black children are coming from single mother led homes. So, whatever success you are attributing to the mothers, it is not, not making it down to the children.
Allow me compliment Kevin Samuels. A lot of black people still have a lot of healing to do. Many are still dysfunctional because the black households are typically dysfunctional, with only mothers raising their children. This distorts the picture of marriage in the eyes of the boys and the girls. A lot of boys don't know how to be a good husband because their dad often isn't even around in the black household. If he is around, he may or may not be setting good examples while also verbally instructing his sons. The mother may not know how to be a good wife because she has to take on the masculine role of trying to play the role of the father and the mother to her children. If people can get it together and the fathers of their children would remain with their families and learn how to be good fathers, good husbands, and learn how to build and lead their communities, this would help black families and communities thrive. I think that if black marriages have the highest divorce rate, it is because of the long history of generational dysfunction among many black people. I do think slavery contributed a lot to it, but people have to put that in the past and resolve to do what is right in the present and the future. There are ample opportunities to get better. Becoming people of integrity and choosing wisely who they partner is very, very crucial. Guys, choosing a partner you marry is very, very crucial. Don't just pick any girl you find and make her a wife. Don't just pick a man you find, any man you find, and make him a husband. A partner is very, very crucial. We don't want to have very many single mothers out there. We don't want to hear that many black men or many black women are filing for divorce. These stats are not good for us. They can't take us anywhere. They can't let us develop. Any family that is separated, it's difficult for that person to thrive, to grow. Guys, Kevin Samuel just put it right for all of us to learn, to see. We need to see it and learn from him. Guys, we need to learn from Kevin Samuel. He has a lot of information. Guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you want to watch more of Kevin Samuel videos, you can visit his channel. It's Kevin Samuels on YouTube. He's available on Instagram, Facebook, and other social platforms. And if you really like this content, you can consider subscribing this channel because I'll be bringing you more content such as this one. Thank you so much. I love you. See you on the next video.
Parenting all children in the black community which are 8 out of 10 black kids being raised by single mother-led households, the black boys are reading at a fourth grade level. That means you're not producing any men who are trained in skilled trades, in any kind of thing where they're going to be productive citizens. Man, that's just, these are just the facts.